Hi there, thanks for joining me today at Medic Without Jargons. The question I want to ask you is, how do you manage an unusual diarrhea? So today I'm going to look at an unusual diarrhea and 4 ways to manage it. Now you need to listen to the end because this is not the common diarrhea we all know about. Let me look at, before I go into why this is uncommon, let me look at, first of all, the common causes of diarrhea. We know things like stomach bug, or spicy food, or side effect of some drugs, or irritable bowel syndrome, or Crohn's disease. These are the things that can give you diarrhea. But what I'm going to treat today in this episode has nothing to do with all those things. So I had a young lady come to see me with constant diarrhea. It has been going on for weeks and months. And she just couldn't understand what's going on. We went through all the possible scenarios. She hasn't been anywhere. She hasn't left the country. She hasn't eaten anything. And she's been taking something to stop it and manage it. But the truth is that it's still persisting. And then I started asking her, at what time does the diarrhea come at any particular point in time? And she said the diarrhea, she gets them mainly in the morning time, just before she goes to work. I said, okay. And I said, so how long have you been in this job? And she said a few months, about 6 months. But from the second month of being in this job, she's been getting diarrhea non-stop, mainly in the mornings. And I started going through, because the thing is that this diarrhea had to do with when she started the job. And I said to her, so do you like this job you're doing? She said, yeah, it is okay, but she's always apprehensive. She always feels unsettled because this is the first job she's taking so seriously. So this diarrhea is an unusual diarrhea. Why? Because she was suffering from anxiety, and the anxiety was leading to diarrhea. Some of you might sort of relate to this. And so this made it so unusual because it's not just giving the person, take this and the diarrhea will stop, because she's got this job and this is causing her diarrhea. This is anytime she wakes up in the morning, gets ready, during the process of getting ready, she's feeling uncomfortable. She has to rush to the toilet before she goes to the job. While at the job as well, before she finishes for the day, she's also feeling uncomfortable and she needed to go. And so I'm going to list 4 things we discussed how she can manage the diarrhea. Number 1 is to take something to stop it. You can go to the pharmacy and buy something we call loperamide or Imodium to control the diarrhea. The other thing I also mentioned for her to do is to take fluid, because she wasn't drinking enough water. But the truth is that the fact that she has the diarrhea every day, she has one in the morning, while at work she will go at least once again. And it's unusual for her, and she's losing so much fluid. So I did say to her, you have to have some fluid. Number 2 is that the thing is that she is not relaxed. She's suffering with a mild anxiety and a little bit of being tense because of this job. And I did ask her, so what do you do for relaxation? And she said, nothing. I said, well, what do you like to do? And it transpired that she likes to listen to music or to go for a long walk. And I said, fine, why not try going for a long walk? Maybe that will help. Because the whole thing is that once she starts getting more relaxed, the better she's going to be. Because it's a vicious cycle. She get anxious, she get worried, she get apprehensive, she gets the diarrhea. And so relaxation is something that will help her to manage it. The third thing I ask her to do is to see her GP, because the thing is, it's easy to say relax. I don't know how people relax when when you just say relax. But I did say to her, maybe relaxing a bit more will help. So I did say to her, go and see your GP if you cannot relax. The GP will now do an examination and decide whether does she need an anxiolytic, a mild anxiolytic, to help her to relax. Sometimes SSRIs like escitalopram or diazepam are mild anxiolytics. In other words, they can be prescribed to manage anxiety. So that was the third thing I asked her to do, to see her GP, and the GP will consider an anxiolytic, because that way she can manage anxiety. The fourth and final thing, before I mention the fourth thing, is I'm going to ask, have you subscribed? If you haven't subscribed, please do. And also go and watch my videos. I've made a lot of videos. Some of them you would love to see. I've made videos on, be it urinary tract infection, be it heart attack or heartburn. And there's so many other videos in the pipeline. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and watch other videos. Thank you for doing that. The fourth and final thing is a bit drastic this time, is to remove the trigger. The trigger is the job. But the thing is that it's a dilemma because she needs her job. But the truth is that if she's going to keep on suffering anxiety episode leading to diarrhea every single time and every single day, she'll have to reassess whether she can carry on with this job. It's quite a drastic move, but that's final thing she will need to consider. And so that's what I told her to do. So thank you for watching about this unusual diarrhea trigger, and also the 4 ways I said you can manage it. Thank you and goodbye.